Hey, it's James Raby. We have to say something here, but I don't want to say much. Thanks for listening to the Y105 FM Early Morning Show Radio On Demand podcast. Love you. This morning is that fall day where it smells like fall because of the rain. Now, some people say, well, that's what the smell of worms is, but I think worms are tucked away right now. I think they're like, got their feet next to a space heater and they're staying away. But it just smells great this morning. Scattered showers and breezy. High should be around 61. It's a 50% chance of rain. So yeah, it's pretty good. It is Y105 FM's Early Morning Show. Time for the smile of the day. We begin with 8 skydivers, all over the age of 80, who did a jump together in Florida. Florida! They set a new world record for the largest formation of jumpers over the age of 80. They beat the old record by 2. Where's Francis? We could have had 3. And then, celebrity good news, John Travolta flew to Fort Myers, Florida, on Monday, where he dropped off food and supplies for Hurricane Ian survivors. Volunteers unloaded the plane and just packed trucks with the goods. Something that I think is good, it's been a long time coming. Ryan Reynolds working on a documentary about the life of John Candy. Ryan Reynolds says it's going to be a tearjerker, but how could it not be? Right? And if you drink beer and your dog looks at you longingly, wondering why your dog can't have beer too. What about me, buddy? I thought I was your best friend, right? Busch Beer's coming out with a new doggy beer called Dog Brew. Turkey broth flavor, available for a limited time, is made with vegetables, herbs, spices, and real turkey broth. Sounds like maybe it's just a Thanksgiving fun bit. Anyway, Budweiser overturned yesterday in Saline County, Kansas. That's right. A big old truck full of Budweiser beer. Spilled beer all over the place. And no one had buckets. That's like a mixed, smile of the day there. It is Y105 FM's Early Morning Show.
It's the
rainy day. The forecast is kind of funny. It's going to be sprinkles and chance of rain till about 2. And then after 2, chance of sprinkles and rain. I don't understand forecasters and how they think. But you know what? Go ahead and be you. Scattered showers might clear up some, a high around 61 today. It is 51. Back to normal fall weather here. Am I the jerkhead crap face? Every single Wednesday is What Would You Say Wednesday. I want to hear from you. What do you think about this scenario? Am I the jerkhead crap face for wanting my neighbor to remove her Ring doorbell? I've been living in my apartment complex for 2 years, and it's been wonderful. Recently, a young woman moved in across from my apartment. We introduced briefly, and apart from the noise made when she was having movers bring in her things, she's very quiet and polite. I can see this is a picky neighbor already, because just mentioning the noise of the movers and stuff tells you this person likes quiet. Quiet, and don't make me know that you're there. Nothing wrong with wanting quiet and that stuff, right? But that tells me already you got something here that's someone's a little more edgy than normal. There's one thing that does bother me. She has a Ring doorbell on her door. Recently, I saw her leaving and asked her why she had it and that I was worried she could see into my apartment. She said she had it for packages and due to no peepholes on the door and just extra security. She showed me that, yes, it can see my door a bit, but assured me she's not on her phone all day checking it. I expressed my uncomfortableness and asked her to remove it. She told me she was sorry. I was uncomfortable, but she was not spying on me and had a right to have one up. She wasn't breaking her lease, and she had seen other people in the complex have one. I told her, I don't care about other people. I want it gone, or I will be reporting her. She told me not to bother and called our property manager right then regarding it, because I got a visit from her asking to leave her and the doorbell situation alone. Am I really out of line on this? Are you the jerkhead crap face? Woof. Now, on our Facebook page, a lot of people were guessing, well, what are you trying to hide? And my sister Kate is a big proponent of the right to privacy. She's in there. This is Kate Forgatch, if you ever see her. Say, hi, sis. She's like, it doesn't mean they're doing something nefarious because they don't want to be watched. That's absolutely right. You and I all should have the expectation that what goes on inside our house is private, whether or not we're doing bad things. Right? I think that's pretty normal. But the responses I got, I thought were pretty good beyond that. A lot of people have them for protection, says Carol Aswin. I agree with her. I wouldn't want to open the door to a stranger. Packages are stolen every day, and if you're at work and the package is left, then you will know what happened to it if it was delivered and stolen. Why would she possibly care what's going on at your door? Probably she doesn't care. And that's a thing. 99.999% of us might joke about, what was going on in there. But when it comes down to it, do we really care? Are we going to spend time looking at the camera all the time? No, we're not. Andrea said, yes, you're out of line. And make sure you don't mess with her camera or she can press charges. You do realize anyone walking by in the public hallway can also see inside your door when you open it. If you don't like that, hang a privacy curtain up or just inside your doorway. We had one of those when I was a kid. Although it wasn't really so much about privacy as it was keeping the cold of Northern Michigan out. And Heidi says, my bet is your neighbor or someone she knew had a bad experience and she's trying to be precautious. Everyone has a right to feel safe. So, yeah, in my opinion, you are the jerkhead crap face. For once, almost everyone's in agreement on the jerkhead crap face. You got an opinion? Would love to hear it. 507-292-1053. This is the Y105.
Keep your deposits low.
Facebook is awful and Facebook is amazing. And this is one of those times when you think, oh, thank goodness I can know everyone's business. Hi, it's James Ravey. It's Y105 FM's early morning show. And I just found out that a former coworker is getting divorced. Divorced. And she told her husband she wants that divorce. On Sunday, big after church luncheon. If you're on a farm, we'd call it dinner. With friends, family, a whole bunch of people gathered together. She just stood up and said, and this is according to Facebook, I've been sleeping with her husband's best friend. And I like him better, so I want a divorce. Now, they've been married about 15, 16 years. Wow. Can you imagine? That? If you have an experience like that, I wouldn't mind hearing a phone call about it. 507-292-1053. What is the most jaw-dropping thing a family member has revealed during a family dinner? Anna, thanks for calling Y105 FM's early morning show. What happened?
We were at Thanksgiving a couple years ago, and my cousin stood up and revealed that a certain family member close to all of us got her pregnant.
Oh, my gosh, what happened?
Well, it was awkward couple months, and then once the baby was born, of course, certain family members wanted a DNA test, and she went on with it. And, of course, people said, regardless, if you're pregnant with his child, we're going to love you. But once they found out it was his, they basically shunned him from the family.
Oh, I hope so. Absolutely.
We asked him to leave because he wasn't wanted. Everybody's just like, we're staying, but he's got to go.
Yeah.
And my grandparents are like, okay, you got to go. It was their house. So what Grandma and Grandpa says, it goes.
That's so true. Anna, thanks for calling that in. I appreciate it. It's Y105 FM's early morning show. Yeah, the baby has nothing to do with it. Love the baby. And get rid of the gross dude. It is Y105 FM's early morning show. Julie, what's your story?
At a Thanksgiving dinner, my uncle stood up and he admitted to having an affair in front of the adults table, which it was my first year at the adults table. It was an exciting time. Never in my life did I think that I would be scarred the way that I was.
Well, I tell you, congratulations on the first time at the adult table being so memorable. And when everything was all said and done, how'd they react?
Well, there was a lot of things thrown, and the cops were actually called. Our next door neighbor had called the cops, and so the cops stood up and shut the whole thing down. Everybody was fighting, screaming, yelling. My uncle and my other uncle, who is his older brother, actually ended up getting arrested and taken down to the cop shop for the night because they started fighting on the front lawn. So,
that is just crazy.
It is crazy. There's never a normal Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter dinner ever.
Wow. Our family is so boring in comparison. Would someone please cheat on another person? Anyway, if you're a parent worried about rainbow fentanyl in Halloween candy, I'll put your mind to rest next in the Y105 FM Early Morning Show News Minute.
It's It's the Y105 FM.
A recent advisory from the Drug Enforcement Administration about is worrying many parents as Halloween draws closer. The worry, though, may be for nothing. The DEA says the advisory about so-called rainbow fentanyl has no connection to Halloween. You can see the full story on the Y105 FM app. Good morning, I'm James Raby, the Y105 FM Early Morning Show News Minute. More news you'll find on our app. The execution of a search warrant in Northwest Rochester led to 10 felony counts of child pornography possession against a 43-year-old man. The state of Minnesota finished the first quarter of its fiscal year with nearly $300 million more revenue than anticipated. And why did these 3 Minnesota restaurants close after being on diners, drive-ins, and dives? And the Raby shot to the doughheads that have ruined Amazon Prime Day. A bunch of researchers checked out prices for Prime Day and found a lot of sellers super mark up an item, then offer a discount on Prime Day that actually has you paying more for the item than if you bought it on a non-Prime Day. For example, a vacuum cleaner that was being sold with a claim that there was a 24% off deal on the price. Nope, the price actually rose by 65%. Money grabs! Not happy with the honest money. Y105 FM weather for today. Scattered showers. Might clear up some. A high should be 61. Tonight, partly cloudy. Scattered showers in the low 38. And tomorrow, sunny and 47. And be around there the rest of the week. Again for today, scattered showers. Might clear up some. A high should be 61. It is 50. And if you hang on about 12 minutes, I'm going to fill you in on a story from the unusual file. Why a high school 2 hours west of us had a homecoming queen, but not a king. Gosh. Oh, I haven't heard that song in forever. Remember, Jennifer Page was rumored to be dating Joey Fatone. And that song was supposed to be about him, but later on, Jennifer Page says that. No. It is Y105 FM's early morning show. I'm James Raby. Thanks for hanging out with me today. And I don't know if you've heard, but there is a high school not that far from us that has an unusual homecoming king situation. Exactly 2 hours west of Rochester, Minnesota, the city of Truman. Population about 1,100. High school senior class, 10. Number of seniors available for homecoming king, 0. As reported in a Truman Tribune story by Jennifer Brookins, Truman's class of 2023 composed of all girls. So it's like a homecoming queen, and that's it. And the school did just fine. In fact, the gals seem to do very well with other boys around. If this next part doesn't make you feel nostalgic for high school homecoming days, I don't know what will. Ninth graders, the attendants, had a blast narrowing down its members to 1 from the story. However, the tough part of the night came down to learning who was the chosen queen. The ninth grade attendants, Samantha Urban and Griffin Studer, almost seemed to take a little too much pleasure torturing the poor girls by teasing them when handing out the consolation trophies. Hey, you're a loser. Now you're the winner. The final 2 candidates left were Alexa Farnham and Johnny Zaharia, with Farnham being crowned queen. I remember that kind of stuff, man. Ninth graders got a little bit of power. Always went to their head. It was awesome. You want to see the whole story and see pictures of the court and the fun they had? Check it out right now on the Y105 FM app. We are getting really close. Another 8 a.m. All Music Hour kicks off next. And then just after 8, your chance to win $30,000.
Sometimes real life is scarier than fiction.
So minutes of commercial-free music. The 8 a.m. All Music Hour will kick off tomorrow morning at 7:55. It is Y105 FM's early morning show. Hi, I'm James Raby. And Lifetime just released their schedule of upcoming 2022 holiday movies like Merry Swissmas and The Dog Days of Christmas. And if you think it's just for women, think again. Hey, Emma, let's dispel some myths here. Who do you know that loves Christmas movies on Hallmark?
My ex. I don't think his TV ever turned off. I would leave for the night, and I would come back, hang out the next day, and it's still on. Like, it's almost like he literally never turned the TV off when those were on. It was weird. I'm like, you're too soft. I'm like, put football on. This is stuff I would watch at home, not with you. It didn't feel right.
Hey, if he likes it, he likes it, right? And the truth is, I don't hate Hallmark Christmas movies. I joke about them. I joke about Lifetime movies in general, right? But Hallmark Christmas movies, they're a good feeling. And you can fall asleep in the middle of one and wake up in the middle of the next one, and you're not really any worse off, right? It's all just happy feeling stuff. I dig them. I don't want to watch them all the time, but having them on in the background, yeah, that's cool. Luke, you discovered someone you never expected would like Christmas movies. Is all a softie about them. Who is it?
I went to my grandparents' home one year, and I walked into the kitchen. There's a TV in the kitchen, and there's this one of those Hallmark Christmas movies with, something about reindeers and getting married going on, right? So I look, and I'm thinking, oh, Grandma's watching this Hallmark movie, no big deal. And I politely say, hey, Grandma, how's the movie? And she's like, oh, I'm not watching this one. And I look at her, and she points over to Grandpa, and he's sitting there, like, intently staring at this Hallmark Christmas movie.
Yes.
I had to be very polite and excuse myself outside to laugh so I did not offend Grandpa.
That is a good move, man. Thank you for calling the Y105 FM Early Morning Show, Luke. You are always fantastic. If you'd like to get in touch, you can either call me in the studio, 507-292-1053, or you can always just leave a message by hitting voicemail on the Y105 FM app.
Neighborhood looked so funny the other day. All the way.
Raby shot to a trend. I'm not sure. But hi, it's James Raby. It's Y105 FM's Early Morning Show. And I just saw a story on Mashable.com claims a new dating trend called winter coating is a thing. When people reach out to previous partners to try to reconcile so they have someone to cuddle with during the winter. 52% of singles say they've been contacted by an ex wanting to rekindle their relationship during cuffing season. Now, here's what I don't get and why I give it a rabies shot. You need someone to cuddle with during the winter, so you're going to reconcile with someone you've already broken up with? Someone you know isn't right for you? You're going to go through all that emotional blah again? Why? Are you out of your Eid? That equation does not work. Well, I want to have someone for the holidays. Yes, so what? So would everyone that's single that doesn't want to be single. But why would you knowingly rekindle with someone that doesn't even trip your trigger, light your flame, or treat you decently? Well, then I'll have someone to cuddle with. Yeah, but after it's all over, it was all just whatever. Oh, buy a body pillow. Is that okay to say? Just go buy a body pillow. Okay, I'm done. It is Y105 FM's Early Morning Show. Coming up just after 10 o'clock, another chance to go to Hawaii and Italy and where else? Where else you want to go? Ireland? Yeah, all those are possible if you win the $30K at work payday.
It's the Y105.
Hey, it's James Raby. Thank you so much for listening to the Y105 FM Early Morning Show Radio On Demand podcast. I hope you'll subscribe and tune in Monday through Friday between 6 and 10 for more fun than you can shake a stick at.